Hey everybody, how's it going? Okay, we're moving on with our walk cycles and symbols and all that stuff. This time I'm going to show you how to make a looping background that looks like it moves while the character stays in the same place in the foreground. So let's get started here. Back to our regular walk cycle here. Alright, first of all, let's just delete this original layer, or I could just hide it. Let's just hide it. I'm going to zoom out here, and let's go here, and I'm going to go to my library. Let's put one more, oops, one more walker in here. Oops, look at that. I put it right in the middle in the keyframe. Let's undo that, go to keyframe 1 and put that in there. Okay. So now we've got 3 of these guys, and they're all symbols. None of them, I'm not using the original keyframes here anymore. I'm going to go ahead and delete all these old layers. Let's just select all those, delete. Let's name this one Walkers. And let's save as, so I don't, I still have my original walk cycle, right? But let's name this walk cycle group. Okay. Now let's start adding our background. So first, let's just draw some trees. Okay, and we'll just draw these by themselves. So I'm going to go Insert, New Symbol, Tree 1. Hit OK. Go over here to my paintbrush and let's find a nice green color. I have no idea what green looks like. Is this green? Don't know. But I'm going to draw it as if it is. What happened? Oh, it's because I've got the paintbrush set to a different. Over here, paint normal is what we want it on right now. Okay, and then let's grab the paint bucket and fill that in. Hey, I think that is green. Look at me, so good. Okay, so see here how it says tree 1, that means we're inside that tree symbol, and now if I go back, I'm in my regular scene, that tree is gone, but over here in my library, see, quick library, there it is, tree. We'll let that hang out there for now. Then let's make another one, new symbol, tree 2, just for some variety, and let's make this slightly different color. I don't know. How about this one? Is this also green? I can't tell what color it is yet. Maybe once I fill it in. Is that green? I don't know. We'll say yes. Okay, tree 2, tree 1. Got them both here. Nice. Next, let's draw a background. We'll have it be like a little road. So let's make a new layer for that. And we'll name this background. And first, let's do a shape. Let's go with the rectangle tool. And let's choose what color we want our background to be. Just kind of a light blue. And I'm going to try and make this the same size as the screen, but it's not going to be perfect. But I think I did get it in the corner there. Okay, so since our layer is on top, it kind of covers it up. That's fine. Then let's get our arrow, click and select this, and now we want to adjust it so it's the exact size of our screen. And I'll show you why in a sec. So if we go here to Properties, and this position and size, so our screen, yours might be different, but mine is 1920 wide and 1080 tall. And we want the X to be 0 and the Y to be 0. Okay, so now it is it's the exact size. And then you can move it around and use the guides to get it right there. All right, and now we want to draw a little some ground here that they're walking on. So let's find, what color's the ground? I don't know, brown? Is this brown? No clue. Let's try that. What we don't want to do is draw it and have it be like coming off the edges like that, because I'm going to duplicate this whole thing and make it twice the size of the screen. So before we start drawing, let's go here to the paintbrush, right here, brush mode. See this thing? And we want, in this case, paint fills only. So now if I draw over here, it only leaves the stuff that was on top of something else. So let's draw our ground here. And see, now there's nothing on the edges. That's cool. And then we can go to the paint bucket and fill in the bottom. Okay, now we've got that. Now we can go back here to our library and let's grab some of these trees. And see, now that we can convert them to symbols, they are much easier to like move around, and we can resize them. Let's put 2 of this kind in here, like that, and let's put some of these guys in here. And if you want it to be behind the other one, you can just right click and go to arrange and send backward. There, now it's behind the other one. And we can just copy and paste that one and maybe make it a little smaller so it looks a little bit farther away or something. Arrange, send backward. Cool. All right. Now we've got a background and it's the exact size of our screen. And the reason we're going to do that, here if I click on our keyframe, it selects everything in there. Let's right click and let's convert this to a symbol. And we'll call this background 1. Hit OK. All right, now if I right click, copy, paste, and whatever. So we paste that, and the second one I'm going to move to the right, but I want it exactly lined up. Okay, so get it so it's the edges are touching, and now it is exactly twice the width of our picture. So what we're going to do is make it slide across the screen so it looks like the background's moving. Now, looks like I did a pretty good job of drawing this line so it matches here. So if we wanted to really sell the loop, you want this the ground to match on both edges. So if it doesn't, just go to this one on the left and double click on it. And now see how we are inside this symbol now. It says background 1 and then scene 1. So, and they're kind of, this one's a little bit grayed out. So now I can make changes to this one and it'll also change that. So I could go back to my paintbrush and so I don't want that. I want the eraser. Huh? Let's just erase some of that so that they match. Oh, I erased the blue too. Jeez. Well, I know. Let's go into this one instead. There. Now we can just add a little bit there. Okay, now it looks like they match exactly. Then hit scene 1. Now we're back in the scene and we'll zoom out. I'm holding space, command, and option to zoom out. Or you can grab the tool here, zoom out. Okay, now let's select both of our background objects. Got them both selected, and right click, convert to symbol again. Now this one will be background wide. So now it's all one thing. So let's put it back so it's in the exact corners like that. And let's zoom out to like 25%. Okay. Now what we want to do is make this background start right here, but then slide across the screen as we go on. So let's go to frame 25. So it's at the end of our loop, which is fine. And then let's put a keyframe there. And then on this keyframe, we will slide it over to the right edge. Okay, so it goes there, then there, and then let's right click in the middle, create classic tween, and now it's going to slide like this. And being the background, we want it behind our subject, so let's just drag that down there. And we could also, resize these guys if we don't want them to be bigger than the trees. Okay. Boy, they are really cruising. This is some kind of speed walking, right? So this is another nice thing about having these all be symbols, is it is super easy to retime this. So we're going at 30 frames a second, and it's only lasting less than a second. So what if we just grab this, our second keyframe for the background, drag that out here to frame 60. So now the whole thing will last 2 seconds. And then let's do the same thing for the walkers. Grab their last frame, drag it out to frame 60, and then make it loop until frame 59. We don't want to have it end on frame 60 because that one's exactly the same as frame 1, and so that way if it loops back, it'll look like it's playing frame 1 twice. So we loop right before the last one. Hey, now they're out for a nice stroll. So that's it. And it would be similarly easy to add some stuff in the foreground. We want to do that. Let's put a new layer called foreground, and let's just stick a tree in here. So I want to go to frame 1, put tree 1 in here. Let's make this one really big. We'll just start it off screen. And then something in the foreground should go faster than something in the background. Let's put tree 2 even farther over here. And then if I select both of those, convert to symbol, foreground trees. Okay, so here they are in position for frame 1, and then let's go to frame 30 and move them all the way off screen. And then I go in between here, click create classic tween. So it looks kind of weird right now because it's showing things that are off the screen, but once I export it, then it will only show what's inside there. Let's check it out. Hey, pretty cool. We did it. And you can do it too. I totally believe in you. That sounds sarcastic. I didn't mean that to be sarcastic. I do believe in you. I think you can do this.